Celtic to Tayside without the services of the injured Paul McStay. Meantime, Dundee United boss Jim McLean sprang a late surprise by including Joachim Muller, signed from Mannheim on Friday. Match commentator Jerry McNee.
Beaten Scottish Cup finalist Dundee United go into a new season paying the penalty for last season, and indiscipline at the end of the Hampden match has cost them 4 top players. 8 in fact are missing for a variety of reasons. So a bigger burden than ever falls on skipper Maurice Malpass this afternoon. With 42 Scotland caps to his credit, he has the experience to guide this recast side. He celebrated his 29th birthday a week ago today. Another important player is Billy McKinlay at the age of just 22. He made more than 40 first-team appearances last season and is surely a player destined for the very top. Celtic go into a crucial season without the talents of injured skipper Paul McStay, but Charlie Nicholas is fit and leads Liam Brady's first competitive selection. And there's Brady's first big signing, who makes his competitive debut. Tony Cascarino was signed last month for a club record of £1.1 million. He'll be hoping to improve on a disappointing goal-scoring record at Aston Villa, where he hit just 12 in 50 games. Another Republic of Ireland internationalist is Chris Morris, who also looks forward to an important season in his career. He lost the full-back position to Mark McNally last season, but now has been given the chance to make it his own again. The referee is Mr. Brian McGinley from Balfron. Well, Liam Brady, a big day for him, his first competitive match as the Celtic manager. And of course facing Jim McLean, who's the longest-serving manager in Scottish football. Day number 1 for Brady, year number 20 for Jim McLean. So Dundee United get this first Premier League match of the season underway. The 65th, in fact, between the clubs in the Premier Division. Celtic have won 27, United 21, and 16 of the games have been drawn. Always tends to be an attractive fixture with a few goals. With Maurice Malpass getting an early touch. But now by Alan Preston. Long one forward for French to chase. And the corner kick conceded by Derek White. So some early pressure for the Celtic defence to face. Dundee United with Joachim Muller in their lineup, signed last night from Mannheim FC in Germany, wearing the number 5 shirt. There he gets in the header, and Pat Bonner to Celtic's rescue. Well, Joachim Muller already showing what a danger he can be. Lovely little turn there by John O'Neill, and Muller getting above the Celtic defence. Pat Bonner gathering the ball at the second attempt. Bolton challenge by John O'Neill. Celtic have the throw-in. You can see the German player looking rather rueful there. Certainly the referee missed the incident. A little clash off the ball. There's Miller involved again. Cascarino's in there. Good save by Alan Main. Alan Main having to show his reflexes to prevent Cascarino opening the score for Celtic. Logan with the throw. Cleared by Cleland. Logan firing in the high one. Trouble here for United, it's a goal for Celtic. Charlie Nicholas scores Celtic's first goal of the season. Well, he seems to have taken a bit of a knock, but the throw coming in from Rogan caught the United defence, and there's Nicholas with the header into the back of the net. Rogan for Celtic. Nice little switch of play, putting Malpass under pressure as Morris came forward. Celtic have the throw. Liam Brady and Mick Martin giving instructions to their players. By Cleland. Screener for Celtic. This little touch from Coyne, and he scores number 2. That was magnificent play between Tommy Coyne and Charlie Nicholas. Great play by Tommy Coyne. A lovely little flick through to Nicholas. Great awareness from Nicholas. And Tommy Coyne, who was the only Celtic player to score against United last season in the 4 league matches, well, he strikes again to make it 2-0 to Celtic. Eric White for Celtic. Ball forward for Cascarino to chase. Miller's in there with him. And Celtic have the corner kick. Alan Main organising his defence. It's Steve Fulton to take the corner. Driving a low one into the path of John Collins. Well, Charlie Nicholas almost making contact. And Alan Main had to be alert. But it was certainly a difficult moment for the Dundee United defence. The low ball played to Collins by Fulton. And Charlie Nicholas challenged there by Alan Preston. Well put out by Nicholas, but he gives it away. Michael O'Neill to John O'Neill. Malpass going on the outside, trying to drive his team forward. Bowman. Good play by Bowman, right across the face of goal and pushed behind by Chris Morris. Well, great pace from Bowman as he took on Peter Grant. Great cross, and Morris to Celtic's rescue. So in comes the corner kick. And the referee pointing to the spot, indicating that the player's jersey was pulled, that Ferguson's jersey was pulled. He's awarded a penalty kick to Dundee United. So the yellow card shown to Pat Bonner. But there was a tug on the jersey of Duncan Ferguson as he challenged for the ball. So a chance for United to get themselves back in the game. Tremendous penalty kick by Michael O'Neill. So United get themselves back into this match. Dundee United 1, Celtic 2. Beautifully struck by Michael O'Neill, high into the net, giving Bonner no chance. Again, Liam Brady on the track side, giving instructions. Charlie Nicholas. The ball is out of play. Throw in to Celtic. Again, Rogan with the long throw. That's how the first goal came along. Here's Rogan again. Nicholas, chance on for Chris Morris. Well blocked by Alan Main. Well, I remember Chris Morris scoring a fabulous goal here a few seasons back. There was a real chance for him. He struck it well, and that was good goalkeeping again by Alan Main. Jim McLean now shouting instructions with 35 minutes on. Unhappy there with his defence. Allen flipping it forward, away by Grant. Now it's Preston for United. Challenged by Morris. Cleared by Peter Grant. Bowman. O'Neill. Celtic not managing to get the ball out of the danger area. Here's John O'Neill. Ferguson coming in. Well, again, the height of Duncan Ferguson causing problems. for the Celtic defence. But really, there was a lot of dithering before Ferguson got in the header. Well taken by Bonner. Free kick to United, the challenge by Morris on French. Well, Billy McKinlay getting needlessly involved with Jerry Craney. The SFA have just recently sent out a letter to clubs warning them about players indulging in actions like this. And it really is so unnecessary. The hand raised there by the player. There's downward from Brian McKinlay. And Billy McKinlay goes into the book. 4 bookings in this first half. And now Jerry Craney is being called over. And he also is being booked. So Bowman and McKinlay for United, Bonner, White, and now Craney of Celtic, all showing the yellow card. And the referee moving over now to have a word into one of the benches. John O'Neill has switched to the left. And they're all going behind for the goal kick. And the referee is coming over at 1 or 2 players, and hopefully during the half-time interval the managers will be able to calm them down. So we're now into injury time. Fine, getting the touch. Craney. Collins. Collins! Oh, marvellous goal! A wonderful goal from John Collins. Jubilation among the Celtic fans. Just look at the smile there on the player's face. But it was excellent play by Celtic. Collins from well outside the area, catching men off his line, and it's 3-1 to Celtic. What a time to score. So referee Brian McKinlay brings the first half to a close. We've seen some excellent football. Celtic starting so well, they wobbled a bit, but great play there, giving them the 3rd goal. And the half-time score here at Tannadice, Dundee United 1, Celtic 3. Substitute Jerry Craney and Charlie Nicholas get the second half underway. And United have made a half-time substitution. Mixu Patalainen coming on for Hamish French. So Jim McLean will be hoping that the big Finnish striker's height and weight can cause some problems for the Celtic defence. Patalainen winning his first challenge. And Ferguson, he didn't seem to know where the ball was, but he recovers well. Still Ferguson. The referee awarding a free kick. Ferguson taking on several Celtic defenders, but eventually it all came to nothing. Patalainen. And watched by Morris. United have the throw. Again looking for Ferguson, it breaks out at Neil. And United pull another one back. Michael O'Neill driving the ball into the back of the net for his own 2nd goal of the match. It's now Dundee United 2, Celtic 3. Well, 49 minutes gone. It was a high throw from Mixu Patalainen. It broke to John O'Neill. And then Michael O'Neill stabbing the ball past Pat Bonner. cut out by Cleland. But the foul by John O'Neill on Anton Rogan. Celtic have the free kick. Rogan. Oh, the defence all over the place. John Collins. Well, the United defence not looking at all clever as the cross was delivered by Rogan, the goalkeeper, and Alec Cleland in a mix-up, and John Collins sending the ball behind. Ball cut out by Derek White. By McKinlay. Bowman. Chances on here. Oh, a marvellous goal by Duncan Ferguson. He's been threatening to do that the whole of the game. 68 minutes gone. It's Dundee United 3, Celtic 3. Well, Billy McKinlay started all with that lovely pass to Bowman, and he hit the early cross right onto the head of Ferguson, right into the corner of the net. Superb goal. Good play now by Colton for Celtic. He's got Nicholas to his left, it goes it alone. Well, Malpass and Main between them managed to bump up the danger, but that was excellent play by Steve Colton. Paul Sturrock trying to get his men going. Ferguson getting the touch. Long ball by Rogan. Collins. Oh, marvellous goal by John Collins. An amazing goal by John Collins. Well, he struck in the last minute of the first half. He scored again now with just 3.5 minutes to go. It was Craney who got the vital touch there, and Collins with his left foot right into the corner of the net. Well, his first goal was brilliant. That one really was out of this world. This is a match you'll remember. He was certainly a bit shy in the scoring sticks last season as he settled into the club, but he's now put Celtic 4-3 ahead. Fine. Galloway. So we're now moved into injury time. The ball cannons off the head of Morris. The chance is on. Oh, marvellous save from Pat Bonner. John O'Neill getting in the shot. Well, remarkable save by Bonner. John O'Neill can't quite believe it, but full stretch and tipping the ball just over the crossbar. Well, a remarkable finish to this match. In comes Patalainen. It's headed away by Galloway. United committing everyone forward. In fact, Jerry Craney on his own, just inside his own half. Celtic fans want the whistle to sound. A minute of injury time played. It's Craney for Celtic. Charlie Nicholas, Craney, but the offside flag has gone up. There goes the final whistle. Well, a winning start for Liam Brady in a quite remarkable match. The final score here at Tannadice, Dundee United 3, Celtic 4.
Or anything like that. There was a lot happening in quality, but I mean it was tremendous entertainment. We can't really complain about a 7-goal thriller like we've seen there.
Now Duncan Ferguson, just 19 years of age, 6'3", caused Celtic problems in the air all afternoon, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and I think he highlighted possibly a problem that Celtic might have in the centre of the defence. I mean, they've got White and Dovcek, both very good defenders, but neither of them particularly dominant in the air. And particularly in a season where you need a dominant centre half similar to Paul Elliott, who they've just lost. When you think of people like Mark Hateley at Rangers and Ian Baird, who's very good in the air at Hearts, and of course Duncan Ferguson, caused them all sorts of problems in this department yesterday. And they ended up backpedaling an awful lot. This is a great centre forwards goal, very brave and a terrific header for a player that we're going to hear a lot more about in the future.
Another tall lad, of course, Tony Cascarino, his competitive debut yesterday. What do you think, as a former centre-half, he can offer Celtic?
Well, something that I've never had for a long while. That's an aerial threat in a forward position. And I think, obviously, Liam's first signing, I think he's going to prove to be a successful one as well. And I think Charlie Nicholas will benefit playing alongside him because he'll get a lot of knockdowns. And in fact, the first goal yesterday came off Tony Cascarino causing panic for a throw-in in a similar situation to there.
You had Liam Brady say there that John Collins had doubled his tally from last season. Do you think he's maybe taking on more responsibility in the absence of Paul McStay?
Well, I think he's got to. I mean, I think McStay and Collins are a smashing partnership, but obviously he's got to start looking at doing a bit more in McStay's absence. And as you say, one goal last year, which is a very poor record, but he got into so many forward positions yesterday. This one, unfortunately, lands on his right foot, which isn't his strongest. But he had about 5 or 6 goal attempts yesterday and was pushing forward all the time. Again, getting into a forward position here, just looking at going to that left foot to get a shot in. Then, of course, eventually gets a winner for... I've seen his boss, Liam Brady, scoring some fantastic left-footed goals, and he'd have been proud of that one as well.
Now, we've spoken about the height of strikers, but the height of goalkeepers came up yesterday as well, and Bonner's save was crucial.
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, a minute to go. I mean, it was an absolutely fantastic save. This is one, I mean, it's maybe been a bit unfair in Alan Main here. You're thinking maybe with Bonner's extra height and extra reach, he might just have got to this one, but we were right behind that in our seat in the gantry, and really there was a tremendous swerve in the ball. There again, you look at this one, you wonder if Alan Main would have been able to get his fingertips to this one with Pat Bonner, as you say, having a big advantage in height. But in saying that, Alan Main's a fine young goalkeeper.
Now, we've had a few calls from viewers during the programme about the way Anton Rogan throws the ball. They think it's illegal, but obviously the referee had a good look at it yesterday.
Poor Anton, they're always picking on Anton. I couldn't care less what way people throw the ball, and if they throw it one-handed, it might make football a bit more exciting if they're launching big balls into the box.
You were talking there about maybe Celtic having to find a centre-back. Do you think there are other departments of the team that they must look at?
Well, whether he's had enough time to assess things or not, yeah, I think they need a couple of players before they can seriously challenge Rangers or Aberdeen for the Championship this year.
Certainly United paid the penalty yesterday in terms of players missing. Now, the SFA have written to all clubs warning about player behaviour. That's obviously something clubs will have to take into consideration.
Well, I mean, that's a perfect example. You look at Dundee United having to start the season. I mean, I don't know how many they had suspended, but it was an awful lot, and of course that puts them put them in a serious position yesterday. Had to play the lad Muller. I mean, met his teammates for the first time on Saturday morning, and I think that showed in the early part of the game, because United were at 6 and 7s the first half hour, and it took him a little while to settle down. And obviously with suspensions and injuries, particularly this season when there's going to be 44 games, they're going to have to be careful.
And of course there's this extra burden on players now, defenders. If they handle in a 1-against-1, they're off for that as well. But obviously the players have got to be on their best behaviour. For the moment, Gordon, thank you very much.